Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name is Nick and today guys we're going to be jumping down into the world of Vechain, taking a look at the most recent price action and what I think is likely to happen next. As I get into today's video, if you do find it useful and informative, smash that like button. I do appreciate that. If you are new to the channel, then why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all the notifications, and in doing so you will be kept up to date with everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. If you haven't yet joined us in Discord, what are you waiting for? Check it out. The link is down in the description below. It's a fantastic community talking crypto 24/7. It's completely free and I don't think you'll be disappointed by what you find down there, so why not go ahead and check it out. So let's jump right down into today's video, kicking things off with the 1 hour time frame. Here we have VET paired up with USDT on the 1 hour Binance chart, and as you can see, Vechain has broken out of our hourly chart bearish movements to the downside. Okay, so we can see here that we truncated our C wave on the low side, so let's go ahead and just tidy this out so you can see a little bit more clearly everything that's going on here. What we're talking about is this little move here. This one came down lower than the A wave and has basically truncated, meaning it fell short of its target range, which was down here at 1.534 to 1.571. This breakout occurred as soon as we moved above 1.773, but was really confirmed when we actually moved above this level in the early hours this morning. If I can get you to snap, there we go, 1.848. Okay, so this is the true breakout situation that we see here. Okay, so on this hourly chart, it means a new directional trend move to the upside has been noted. However, if we zoom out just a fraction further here, you can see that actually this is a part of a bigger three-wave correction in itself. It still probably has a little bit more height to go, so not quite where it needs to be just yet. Let's go ahead and turn into what this structure looks like. So if we go ahead and bring this down, we can see that we'll be heading out towards the 2.022 to 2.138. This is an area that is more important on the large time frames. We spoke about this, I think, in the last Vechain video, as we kind of go up into those larger structures. Now, when I take a look at the structures here on our hourly chart, we can see that we have these impulsive movements. And yeah, it's looking like a potential triple zigzag pattern. So what I mean by that is here we have a zigzag, we corrected down, then we have this zigzag, we're correcting down, and then we'll have another zigzag. That zigzag's potentially going to take us up to that 2 cent range. Okay, so a W, X, Y, X, and Z pattern. What it is not doing is giving us the idea that we have the correct structure for a 53535 impulsive pattern. Although people might think that that's what's going on here, it isn't. We're not there yet. In fact, you can still see that this hasn't quite played out to where you'd kind of wanted to kind of go to and all that kind of stuff. So for the most part, yep, still got a bit of a journey to go. We're getting there, but we do not have the correct internal structures to make it impulsive. So we're just looking for a W, X, Y, X, and Z pan, heading out towards 2 cent. We're overbought on the weekly, daily, 8 hour, 4 hour, but not on the hourly here. So here you can see we still have this potential progression upwards, but momentum is running out. Essentially, Bitcoin has moved up and the entire altcoin market has moved up with it. That's not to say that these are legitimate movements, because Bitcoin's price movements are suspect at best. But nonetheless, the rest of the crypto market has come alive, woke up a little bit, and has moved up. So we have broken out of that structure on the hourly chart. Taking this out into the daily, what do we see? Well, nothing much has really changed. We got rejected here on our 200 daily EMA, so our B wave is still, here, and our C wave is still down lower. So we haven't broken out of any of those bearish movements on the daily time frame. The breakout situation here would have to be up at 2.126. So that's going to be the breakout situation on the daily time frame for VET. Unless we can kind of push higher than that, our expectations are that we come back down into our low range between 1.121 and 1.548. Otherwise, not much has changed. Only really Bitcoin on the daily time frame. There's a few altcoins that kind of have had pretty significant daily movements, but many of these altcoins, they haven't really shown enough interest, momentum to kind of take it out and break it out of those daily structures that they find themselves in. Bitcoin has moved up to its CME gap. I'll talk about that later today. But for the most part, most of these altcoins, they are still in their structures on these larger time frames. So here we can quite clearly see, unless we can go higher than 2.126, we have to go down. We got rejected on the 200 EMA here. So the next expectation will be, although we might have a small move up on the hourly there, to come back down and be looking at coming back into our yellow box range between 1.121 and 1.548. It's possible that, of course, we've kind of completed the Z wave at truncated here, but my actual expectation is a double bottom around 1.318. That hasn't really changed. There's nothing here that has actually the ability to change that kind of analysis on the daily time frame, unless, of course, we go above and higher than 2.126. Taking it out into the weekly, and again, you can still see here it's not really changed. We're still below the 50 SMA, the 50 EMA, and the 200 EMA. We're still on track for our B wave highs, which I do think come in at around that 2.12 cent range. And then, of course, we're moving down into our low ranges again. This one's slightly more bearish on the weekly time frame, but essentially, yeah, we are looking at retesting the 1.3s, and if we lose that, then of course we're looking at the 1 cent range for Vechain. So I don't think the boat has sailed yet on VET. Unless we get a breakout situation on the daily and the weekly, we're not really seeing a way out of this particular pattern at the moment. So although we've got some green in the market, it's great to see. I still expect further to the downside on Vechain, and that could be a fantastic opportunity if you haven't yet filled your bags when it comes to VET. But I think that's going to wrap today's video up right there. If you have found this useful and informative, smash that like button. I do appreciate that. If you are new to the channel, then why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all the notifications, and in doing so, you will be kept up to date with everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. If you haven't yet joined us in Discord, what are you waiting for? Check it out. Link is down in the description below. Until the next one though, guys, have a fantastic day.